Hi, hello. This is Tutor from your Plans Training. Today, we will be learning about SAP Materials Management Execution Concepts, nothing but the end user part of SAP MM. So let us get into SAP Easy Access screen. So SAP Easy Access, Logistics, Materials Management. So we were doing the fiscal inventory, special procedures, inventory sampling procedure, then create inventory sampling procedure. So MIS1 is the code where you can create the inventory sampling procedure through an ERP system. So other than ERP, nothing will be MIS5. But as if now, we will be working with MIS1. Enter. Now give the currency. Your area is inventory management. So here you will update the text like ERP based inventory management. So sampling or profile. So here you're going to update your inventory sampling profile. It can be your Germany or US. So basically we have a standard with Germany. So profile for Germany. Click on parameters. So when you click on parameters, here we can see in the header details the include deletion flag. So whenever you're doing an inventory sampling or inventory count, so we are going to include the deletion flag. For example, if that particular inventory is not in a company code, we can have a deletion flag and zero stock balances. Though the stock has zero balance, still we are going to consider that particular inventory sampling stock. So if you require any update, yes, you can update, check the box update. You consider ABC indicator. So consider ABC indicator says 1. So let's see what is 1. Hit F4. 1 is indicator A for complete count. So usually we go with the complete count, right? So here it says about the indicator A for the complete count. Upper price limit for sampling area. So what is a upper price limit? So as if now we are going to maintain it as 1000 as per EUR because we are copying it from German. Then what are the procedure parameters here for the inventory? So inventory sampling method. So what is the method we are going to work here? Usually we have different types of inventory method like LIFO method, FIFO method, average method, periodic methods. Now LIFO is like last in first out. So this is the most used general used sampling method, and FIFO is first in first out, periodic inventory method, average method. So here for the inventory sampling method we have selected one as our sampling method, which indicates periodic inventory sampling. Now extrapolation procedure, if you are going to extrapolate, for example you have to calculate based on your mean medians, right? So here we are going with the mean value estimation. Mean is nothing but total divided by the number of the units. So here what is the procedure? So you are going to follow the mean procedure here. And here also we are going to maintain the upper limit. Class interval, as if now we are not updating anything. Lower number, upper number, maximum or minimum sample size per stratum. Then probable degree of confidence. What is the confidence? 95% we are giving. Relative statistical error as 1. So this is the sampling method where we have to give the procedures based on this sampling method. And if you want to check the header details, click on header. So here are the header details which we have given in the first place. Go back. Now, if you want to change the sampling method, Yes, we do it in MIS2 where we can maintain the changes for your inventory sampling. And MIS3 is your display. We are going to maintain the display of sampling methods. So for that particular fiscal year, what is the sampling method we have created? We can check it out here in inventory sampling. Go back. So difference, if you want to post the inventory, there is a difference between your physical inventory count and the system inventory count. So if there is a difference, where the difference has to be posted. So here we can make it that. So MI01 is a code where you can post the difference count. Easy access, logistics, materials management, physical inventory, difference MI0107 post. So here you can see the physical inventory document, give the fiscal year. So if you have any physical inventory document, you can give threshold value. Threshold value is nothing but the limit. What is the threshold limit? Till then, from there, it is not counted. So here, if you give any threshold limit, from that amount, it will be counted. So I'm not giving any threshold limit. Go back. Now let's talk about the valuation procedures. So what all we can do it in valuation. Valuation is nothing but how we are going to evaluate our production, nothing but the stock material. So what is the valuation procedure? You're going to follow it here. So if there is a change in material price, how are you going to release that planned prices? So valuation prices, here we are going to maintain the material price and whatever planned price is maintained. So how to release it? So we will release it in CKME, release planned price. So here we have to maintain via plan. What we will do is, as the valuation is not maintained, let's go and maintain the configurations for this particular valuation. SPRO, SAP reference IMG, materials management. Then here you have valuation and account assignment. So here first we are going to maintain the price control for your particular material type. So what is a price control methodology you are adopting for your particular material type? So hit on IMG activity. So if you have created any material, you can go with that, or we can go with the standard. So let's say we have created a material type with V001. Okay. So let us go with FERT. FERT is a finished product material type. So here, yes. So price control mandatory. If you want it, here you can maintain the checkbox. So here we can see whether you're going to work with the standard price or a moving average price. So in the general practice, it is advised to go with the standard price. So we use standard price for the price control. Standard price, enter, save the data, enter again, go back. Now split valuation. So what is a split valuation? So you're going, or you have to value your goods based on your split valuation, the stock valuation. So if you want to activate your split valuation, you can activate. Before activating, we have to configure it. So configure split valuation. So here this valuation area, maintain with your valuation area. Click on global types. So these are all the standard global types. Go back. Now, yes, if you want to active your split valuation, when split valuation takes a place, when the goods are sent in a batch wise, or when the stock is cleared in a batch wise, in a lot size, then the split valuation will work out. So, few clients prefer this split valuation, few don't prefer. So, based on the client specific data, the split valuation can be activated. So, activate split valuation. So you can see by default split valuation will be activate because most of the stock, in any project or for any client, it would be in a lot size or a batch size. So here we need to check the box split material valuation as an active. Go back. Next. Account determination. So if you want to maintain your valuation based on your value based inventory management, then yes, we can maintain it here. Number ranges and revaluation. Click on intervals. So number, standard number. If you want to insert, yes, we can still insert valuation numbers for our client data. So whenever we want to make the changes for the available interval, yes, we can still make it. First, let us get into NR status. Here the NR status, we have to make it to 0, 0. Save the data. Okay, as the interval is already existing, it is not allow us to maintain any data here. So let us go with the available status. Enter. Go back. Now reason for price change. So sometimes we increase price, sometimes there is a decrease price after releasing the quotation. There might be one price in the quotation, and during the delivery of stock or during the stock delivery, the price may vary. So here we should also specify why the price is varying in the valuation, so that in your stock delivery receipt, you will maintain the price variations also. Reason for price change. So B001 is already maintained here. So let's say competitive demand, because the situation demands, we are maintaining the price change. So different reasons we can still maintain for this particular price changes. Go back. Now account determination. So basically here we maintain the integration part. So here FIMM integration place. So valuation is again all about your finance and So valuation is you're playing with figures. So here we have to maintain the GL accounts, chart of accounts, your valuation class, etc. So basically in real life, FI team will have to be integrated with at this part. So let's see how to maintain this settings. So first, we are going to work with account determination without wizard, SPRO, SAP reference IMG, materials management, valuation and account assignment, account determination without wizard. Then you have define valuation control. So hit on valuation control. So here it says that as if now your valuation grouping code is in active mode. 1 minute. So here we can see already the valuation grouping code is in active mode. Now let's go back. Now next, group together valuation area. So here how you create a plant code. Here we should also go with the group valuation area. Valuation area is similar like your plant. Click on position. Give your valuation area nothing but your company code equal to company code. Now valuation grouping code. So I say my valuation grouping code is also equal to my plant code which I have given here. Save the data. Go back. Now define valuation classes. So here we are going to define the valuation class. So based on the valuation class itself, the goods or the stock will be created in a particular chart of accounts. So path is same till account determination without wizard, then you have defined valuations classes. So here first you have account category reference. So account category reference. Now new entries. So let us maintain the account category reference. So same code I'm maintaining. So account category reference. Save the data. Enter again. Enter again. Now go back. Click on valuation class. So in valuation class, we maintain what is that particular valuation. New entries. So give your valuation class integrated with your account group, description, valuation class, enter. So once you give valuation class enter, it will take us to the very first row here and it will integrate your account category as well. Enter save. Enter again. Go back. Go back again. Now material type or account category reference. So either you can go with the material type or account category reference. So we will go with material type. Click on material type account category. Click on position. Now give your material type. So we have given our own material type. So let us give the material type over here. Enter. So here it is not updated as if now. Go back. So already we have assigned it to a particular loss, particular account. So here it is not taking again. Now define account grouping for your movement type. So what is the account grouping for your movement types? So path is same. So accounting group for your particular movement type. So we can go with the 101. So already we can see for 101 we have assigned many account modifiers, quantity update. It will be by default. Go back. Purchase account management. So here we have done account determination. Now let us update your purchase account in your company code. In order to maintain this, first you have to activate it. So activate purchase account. Click on position. Give your company code, enter. So here, if you activate the purchase account for your company code, then it will be activated. Check the box, save the data. Enter again. Go back. Now configure automatic posting. So after maintaining the purchase account assignment, here you will maintain the automatic postings. Configure automatic postings. Next entry. Go back. Account assignment. Now here, what is the account assignment you're going, where it will integrate according to your chart of accounts. So inventory postings, the transaction key or the transaction for your investing for inventory posting is BSX. So here you're going to maintain the BSX inventory posting. So it will be based on your chart of accounts. Update your chart of accounts. So here you have to activate. Suppose you're activating a valuation class. You want to activate valuation class, then you can go for a valuation class. Usually in general practice, we go with the valuation class activation. Enter. Click on accounts. Save the data. So valuation class, hit F4 and select your valuation class. Account, hit F4 and select the account. Enter. So we'll integrate the material. Enter. Save. Enter again. Go back. Click on yes. enter. Go back. So we will activate only inventory posting as if now, because majorly we are going with the inventory posting only. Go back. So account determination. Now configure price change in previous period. If you're going to make any price changes, and that has to be reflected in your material. So here you maintain that configure price change in previous period. Click on activate, click on IMG activity. Click on position. Give your company code, enter. So here we don't have the company code update. So let us click on new entry. Give your company code. Check the box, enter, save the data. Enter again. So this particular configuration will go with the price changes. If there are any price changes also, it will not give you an error in the front end. Instead, it will carry over. So reason for price changes already we have configured. Set up material price dispatch. So in your dispatch, nothing but your stock delivery. So what exactly the material price should be there, that will be updated here. New entries. Now give your valuation area B001. So you're checking that no price should be changed if the stock exists. If the stock is still open, then there should be no price change. And warning, what would be the warning? If there is any price increase, it should warn us how much percentage. Let's say 5%. If there is reduction of 5% also, it should be giving. But if there is almost 10% price increase or price decrease, then it should give you an error. So that is the meaning of this high and low. Reduction as well as the increase, both will happen here. Enter, save. Enter. Save the data, go back. Go back. Set up material price dispatch we have done. Define document types and number ranges for your price changes. If there are price changes, it will update us. So here it should mention what are the price changes updating. So number ranges for your price change. So financial accounting document type. Click on position. Essay, enter. So this is the basically your GL account document, but you want now your material document. So it is a standard document. Here is WE is for goods receipt. For inventory document, it is WI. These are all the standard documents. And WL is for goods issue or delivery. WN is for net goods receipt. And these are the four important inventory documents. So basically, WI is your inventory document. Goods issue is WA, whereas vendor payment is VP. Vendor invoice is VI. Now vendor document. Hit on vendor document. So the number range for vendor document is 49. Click on position. Give your company code. Click on intervals. Now click on insert line. Now we have to integrate the number 49. Year. Enter. Save the data. Enter again. So it is integrating your financial documents number ranges also here, so that your invoice verification is properly done. Go back. Now number range for your financial accounting documents. Already we have seen the number ranges. So B001 your company code. So we have set up the 48, 49 and 51. So 49 indicates your inventory document, 48 goods receipt, and 51 is transfer price change or price transfer. Go back. Now maintain number ranges for your material ledger documents. So your material ledger documents, based on your material ledgers, you have to maintain your number ranges. So for this, first what we have to do is maintain document type for material debit. Then we maintain the ledger documents. Document types. Yeah, same WI we go for. Inventory document. Financial account documents. Company code. So here also same thing updated. Go back. So remaining we will do in the next class. Thank you.